Knowing your body and listening to it needs a key part of maintaining your health.
Now this morning we are joined by local artist and producer Anthony Anderson, also known as AT, who's hoping to share his own journey with heart health and how he came to influence how all of that has now influenced your music and your perspective going ahead. Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely. How you guys doing?
Pretty well.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Good to see you guys
I know
again
you've been on
as
the
well.
show a few times,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Open for the Kings.
Yep.
And so tell us what happened.
So basically it was August 7th last year, and it was a regular day. We were getting ready to take my daughter out to shop and get ready for kindergarten, which she's just now finishing next week. But getting ready for kindergarten, regular day, go shopping, food, etc., get ready. So we did that, went and ate, and then I had a meeting for an event that I had coming up in September, and drove out to Elk Grove from Roseville, drove out there and got to the meeting. And as soon as I got to the meeting, I started kind of like feeling like off. And like I know my body and I know kind of the balance of what's going on. So I kind of started paying attention to it. It wasn't going away. It started kind of getting a little bit worse. And so I kind of let my man know that was doing the meeting, hey, I got a jet. Yeah. So without telling myself that you may be having a heart attack.
You don't think those things when you're
in your 30s.
You
don't think those things when you're in your 30s.
Or anytime, really.
But I also know some of the telltale signs of what the symptoms are. So started experiencing a couple of those, and that's when in my mind I said, okay, let's not tell our mind it yet. We still got to drive and get back. So I drove. Yeah, so I drove. I don't advise it, but in my mind I was just thinking, just get home and then we can take care of things from there as far as get calling 911, etc.
Like short of breath or what?
Yeah, so basically like I didn't have a hard time breathing, but it was more so just like the pain that was going on. So left side, left arm, left leg, really just started kind of feeling like my energy was just getting slowly drained, and then you could kind of feel it mentally as well too. So got home, and as soon as I got home, I parked, got inside, and as soon as I got inside, my girlfriend kind of saw that I was like not looking well.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's going on? And I said, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna kind of like lay down for a second, lay down for like a minute, and I was like, that's not gonna, this isn't gonna do it.
She went to the hospital?
And I told her, I said, call 911. And she calls 911, she kind of saw I was losing some complexion a little bit. And so EMTs got to the house in less than 7 minutes, which was incredible. Yeah. They get to the house, they start checking on me, and they thought at first it was like a stage 2 or 3 like panic attack, and I was having anxiety from it. So that's kind of how they were treating it at first. But as I got on the gurney and was wheeled out, I was knowing in my head, I was like, it's
something else.
It's something more than that.
Scary. So what did they conclude?
So what they concluded, so we get to the hospital in about 10 to 12 minutes. They get in, they put me in the room for an EKG, and immediately off the EKG, they're like, hey, they do this thing, it's called a STEMI red alert. They press the button, STEMI red alert, which signifies a major heart attack is underway right now.
Oh my.
Within seconds, like 15 nurses pop up, and one of the main doctors, Dr. Griffin, shout out to Dr. Griffin, he comes on over and he is kind of privy to what's going on, and boom, they get me right into the emergency room and get me in the gurney and get me ready for, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, like I'm about to have emergency surgery right now. So they get me all prepared for that, and Dr. Griffin comes up to me. Dr. Griffin comes up to me and tells me, hey, makes me aware of, hey, you just had a major heart attack. You had 70% of your main artery was blocked, and thank God that you got in here when you did, because if you would have went to bed or tried to go to sleep, we may be having a different conversation with the people that love you the most. So they told me, we're going to put in a stent in through your right arm. So they put a stent in through my right arm, shimmied it all the way up, and that stent opened up the artery and popped it open. And within minutes, I was feeling way better. And they put me in, post-trauma ICU, and I was in the hospital for 3 days and was able to go home from there.
All right, so your piece of advice to young people especially? My
big piece of advice for young people is no matter what your age is, know your body, and if you feel like something is going on with your body or something is off, immediately call 911 or go to the emergency room. Don't wait. Don't wait around. If I would have waited around, we may not be having this conversation today. So listen to your body, listen to the telltale signs of your body, and always trust yourself and trust your instincts if you feel like something bad is going on.
Yeah. And that whole experience now has influenced your music and how you go forward sharing your message and everything you do, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. The very first song I recorded after this happened, probably about a week after, is a song called I Survived. And that song in itself, I've been able to perform a few times. We've got an upcoming tour coming up. It's called the West Coast Love Tour that kicks off on July 6th. Got my buddy Doe the Unknown in here with me. It's going to be Doe the Unknown, Highway, Scourge, Hennessy. They're going to be all on the tour with me. And you know, all these guys have always been major league supportive of me and what I do, and I want to make sure that I don't miss any names on here, man. So, you know, Dodie Unknown, Hennessy Highway, my buddy KO, Scourge, and myself. So this song, I Survived, is going to be performed on this tour.
Well, thank you.
I can't wait to do it and keep it going, man.
You know what? Stay strong.
You're
I
here.
definitely will.
Yes, and
I
your
can't
music
wait.
will continue to make a difference. So, you know, you sharing your story, and I mean, just in your 30s, you know, only in your 30s. So.
Glad to still be here, and I appreciate you guys having me on. You guys are like family to me, so thank you guys so much for having me on.
Pleasure.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, stay healthy, pay attention to your body. We'll be right back.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Always listen to your body. If you feel something's going on, just listen to yourself and you know, take yourself in, because